So this thing happened that disturbed me, but also amused me. And I felt it was worth sharing just because it seems relevant to what's happening right now in society and how, like, I feel like the band-aid's getting ripped off in so many areas where things have been suppressed and they've been going on forever, but we're all just seeing more and more of behind the scenes. So yeah, I made this silly not no, it wasn't a silly video. It was a heartfelt video where I was like dancing in the woods and to the song that really is personal significance to me. And it was like a moment that felt like I needed to capture and share. So I put it up on TikTok, wackadoo, but it's fun. And I felt like it came from the heart and whatever. Just like being like, I don't give a crap how I look, how people perceive this. This is this is it, and I'm putting it up. So I did that, and uh, I got this comment like a few days later. I was just randomly looking, and there was this comment that was kind of like, "You look way older, and you look like you've been smoking for like 10 years or whatnot. And if you're a healer, just, you suck, basically." And part of me was like, oh my God, that's hilarious. It's hilarious because I've shed that identity. I just don't care. I don't care that someone thinks that because they're filtering it through their perception, their circumstance, their, divine choices for incarnating and what they needed to experience, and a million different variables. And it's kind of funny because maybe, yeah, to some people, that's what I look like. And that's fine. I get that. I get that that is the perception for many people based on whatever they're seeing. And I don't really care. I don't care if maybe that is me. And that's what I kind of had to come to. Okay, so I look like I'm 66 and a smoke hag and I ain't a healer. Well, so who cares? Who cares? I still freaking love the dancing in the woods video. So again, this applies to like people giving you advice and other teachers and really honing in on kind of what you've lived through and what you have felt and felt through and what you know. Own it. Own it. And that's not easy. There's so many times when I get like betray myself in some ways because I'm like, wait a minute, I know that, but it's just so many levels of trying to like navigate this social interaction and try to explain my perspective and why I understand this, and like being with family sometimes. It's I don't want to say it's not worth it, but it's not worth it at that present moment. And seeds can be planted or whatnot with people that you want to, I don't want to say give advice to, but share some deep lived experience that you feel like might be relevant for them, that you feel called to somehow interact with them. So there is that level of advice that people might give to each other. But yeah, I just feel like there's so many times that we're forced to see people through these lenses of programming that have been going on for years and years that we can't really be true to what we feel energetically and what we know ourselves from lived experience. We kind of have to go, okay, well, that's what is supposed to happen because this is what the system tells us is supposed to happen. And this is what we've been told is right and wrong. And people are either this or that. There's not this whole spectrum and dimensions and variables from our circumstances, from, whether had privilege, we haven't had privilege, what we chose to incarnate into. It's a fuck lot. So y'all be gentle with yourselves and with the other people that you're interacting with that misunderstand you or that you judge. That's one thing too. Like the judgment I see of other people and these tracks I have running in my head, I have to constantly go, that's me. That's my perception. That's judgment. And being like, I get where it comes from. Girl, I do. But wow. It's quite something. Love to y'all.